This is Monica Drake of the Oakland Press. McLaren employees will be going to the Independence Township Planning Commission Board and ultimately to the Board of Trustees in order to approve extending their construction time for a new hospital in Independence Township on Bull Point Drive.
In addition to the new hospital being smaller, it's going to be relocated, and I think this drawing probably shows it better. Here's Sashabaw Drive here, and here's Bull Point. Originally a hospital was supposed to go over in this area, and it's been moved over here because the Heart Center went away.
Is that T-shaped?
Sort of circular T or semicircular T-shaped thing, yes. And the Heart Center would be a similar sized building right here. All of this is parking. Here's the existing 135,000 square foot approximately medical office building that has been built.
Which is not a hospital.
Which is not a hospital, even though it does have urgent care in it. And then this proposed retail out here. Now what happened is this was approved by the prior township board, so prior to 2008. It had a so-called planned unit development agreement. The planned unit development agreement called for McLaren to build by June 30, 2011, which obviously they haven't done. So they're coming before the Planning Commission for a recommendation and then ultimately the Township Board to request an extension of their time to build. And I think the reason they need the extension is that they have not got what's called a certificate of need yet, which is permission out of Lansing, the state of Michigan, to have a hospital, to move the beds from Pontiac to Independence Township. They're hopeful, I think, in the next year to get that approval. As a part of coming to us with an extension, in part because their business model has changed, the hospital is going to be reduced one story. Instead of 300 beds, it will have just 200 beds. As I said, the Heart Center is going to be repurposed. They aren't real clear on what that's going to be, but it very well could be a taxable sort of use, which would give the township more dollars to use for the expense of hosting this whole facility, which is really a regional facility, not merely meant to serve Independence Township and Clarkston. In addition to not having as many beds, they're going to shift some administrative and support services out of the hospital building itself, either off campus or to somewhere on this campus.